Excellency, the Archbishop Grover Cleveland Burgundy. I am the Archbishop of Chesterton, Indiana, and I help out here at St. John's United Church, where the Reverend Aaron Bann is the pastor. I'm usually not here Sunday mornings. But before we get started on today's pod show, I would like to do a little product placemat. These are the John Lennon sunglasses. Yes, they're very good, and they remind you of John Lennon, and you see strawberry fields forever, don't you? So buy your John Lennon sunglasses at the local gas station. Now, in more serious matters, I have been worried about church finance. And so I thought, wouldn't it be much easier if the government would just give the church some money? You know, like tax money from fellow citizens, the ones that don't show up to church, those slackers. So I consulted with my Archbishops League. We are called the Federally Entrusted Evangelical Bishops League, also known as FEEBLE. And so I went to FEEBLE and I said, how can we get some of that sweet, sweet tax money for our churches and our archdioceses? And they said, well, you'll have to look into that. In fact, the Archbishop Greg Chester Arthur has told me in no uncertain terms it's illegal. And I said, what? Why would spreading God's love be illegal? He said, no, not spreading it. Taking tax money to spread it. And I said, no, certainly that could not be true in a wonderful Christian state like Indiana. And he said, well, you better read the Indiana Constitution, so here it is. This is sections 2 through 6 of the Indiana State Constitution. Here we go. All people shall be secured in their natural right to worship Almighty God, according to the dictates of their consciences. That's nice. That was section 2. Section 3. No law shall in any case whatever control the free exercise and enjoyment of religious opinions. And many people enjoy my religious opinions, or interfere with the rights of conscience. Section 4. No preference shall be given by law to any creed, religious society, mode of worship, and no person shall be compelled to attend, erect, or support any place of worship, or to maintain any ministry against his consent. Well, okay. Section 5. No religious test shall be required as a qualification for any office of trust or profit. All right. And Section 6. No money shall be drawn from the treasury for the benefit of any religious or theological institution. I've read it enough. Oh, what a constitutional headache trying to get this money for the Archbishop. Well, I hope the Archbishop recovers. He's pretty distraught about reading what our Constitution says here in Indiana. But I'm not surprised. I believe in the separation of church and state. Always have, always will. I think it's better for the government because it provides the same services and freedoms to all people, regardless of what religion they're in or if they have a religion at all. And I also think, as a Christian pastor, that it's more aligned with what Jesus did. He was not part of a government. In fact, he was very much against a lot of the things that the government at the time was doing to people. And so, in many ways, it frees our churches to do what we need to do mission-wise, to not be at all beholden to a state or federal government or any kind of agency like that. So thank you, Bishop Burgundy, for reading from the Indiana Constitution, and I hope to see you all and have a blessed day. The Bishop and I want to remind you to like, share, and subscribe this channel, and St. John's United may be reached at sjuchurch.org. Thank you.